Welcome to another video tutorial. In this video, we're going to take a look at the surface level option that is found in the voxel editor. The reason why I want to cover this in its own video is because this can get commonly confused with collision. So, seeing as I've just covered collision in the previous video, I thought it would be a good opportunity to take a look at the surface level option and talk about what it actually is used for and how you can use it. So, first of all, where is this surface level option that we're talking about? If you open up a tile in the voxel editor, you'll see this option down here in the bottom left of the voxel editor, surface level. And I believe that's only there for tiles. So characters don't have surface level, and I don't believe objects do either. I'll just quickly check. Let's quickly bring in a barrel, just so we can check. But I don't believe objects do either. So surface level is purely for tiles because it's all to do with part of the navigation, but also it affects where you place tiles, where tiles get placed. So if we take a look at the grass tile, for example, surface level is going to dictate where, when we place this tile, the height with the height of the surface, where the surface of this tile is going to be positioned. So if we take a look at the map that I've pre-set up, we've got a couple of examples here where we've got some tiles that are incorrectly aligned. I've deliberately done this so that we can fix them in the video. So both these tiles here, the long grass and the path, have got misaligned surface levels in relation to the grass, which is the flat tile here. So this is all grass, this is the grass long tile, and this is dirt path tile running along there. And as you can see, the dirt path is slightly raised above the grass, and the long grass is sunk inward. It's gone down. It's not level with the grass. So these are two instances where the surface level of those two tiles is not in line with the grass surface level. So before we get into fixing these and showing how you do that and what the end result is, let's quickly talk about why would you even use surface level? Because actually, let's fix it first, so then we can talk about other ways that you could do this approach. So we have this issue here at the moment where the majority of the map is fine in terms of the grass, but we've got a couple of instances where the long grass and the path are not lined up correctly with the rest of the tiles. So let's start by fixing the long grass. So if we take a look at the grass tile inside the voxel editor, here's the surface level option. If I click and hold on the slider, you'll see the surface level appear in the voxel editor. It looks like a green semi-transparent layer that sort of appeared over our model. And if we were to move the slider, which I'll do in a moment, back and forth, it will raise and lower this green semi-transparent layer. This is the surface level, okay? Now, as you can see at the moment, the surface level for this tile is set to the flat top of the tile, which makes sense because that's the surface of the grass tile, okay? If we load up grass long into the voxel editor, if we click and hold on the surface level, you can see that it's not correct. The green semi-transparent layer is not sitting on top of the flat terrain. It's slightly above it, which is why in the map it's sunk down, because it's not level with the grass it's not level with the we've set the grass to be level here, but we don't have any grass in this tile at 2 voxels high. It's only 1 voxel high. So what we actually want to do is bring this whole model up 1 when we place it in relation to the grass. So what we want to do is we want to tell this tile that its surface level is the flat bit of the tile, okay? So if we save that, now we're not going to see it change until we repaint it in the map, which we'll do that in a second, but let's now take a look at the dirt path. So let's load up grass again, just so we can look. So we know that the surface level is flat on this tile, but if we load up dirt path, we can see that the surface level is level with the dirt, okay? Which, if you think about it, that looks fine in the map editor, in the sense that if we take a closer look, you can see that the dirt, let me just get rid of the tile, the dirt is level with the grass. But what is actually correct for this tile is for the dirt to be sunk down by 1. So this verge should be flat and flush with the grass. So because the dirt path model has its surface level too low down, it's meaning that these stick up, okay? Because it's going to, wherever the surface level is on this model, it's going to match it to the surface levels of all the other tiles. So when you place this tile, this surface level here is going to get matched with this surface level here, which is why the dirt is flush with this level, and then the verge, wrong model, the verge sticks up, okay? So to fix this one, all we have to do is basically tell the surface level that it shouldn't be level with the dirt, it should be level with the verge. So now, when we place this tile, this, the 2 sides will be flush with the grass, and then the dirt will be sunk down. So if we save that model as well, make sure everything is saved. And if we now go back to our map and delete the old versions of these tiles, we should see they now look correct. So let's start with grass along. You can see it's now flush with the grass, because essentially what's happened, and you can kind of see if you look below the line, you can see that because the grass along tile is thinner than the actual grass tile, you can see what it's done is it's raised it up. It's moved this whole surface, the flat part of this model, it's moved it up to line it up with the surface of the grass tile in relation to it. And the same thing will happen here, but what will happen is this verge will instead sync up with the level of the grass. So let's just delete the dirt path, reselect it, and now you can see as I paint it in, now the dirt is going in downwards and the verge is level with the grass around it. Okay, so that's what surface level does. It basically allows you to affect the height of tiles that you're placing in relation to the other tiles around them. Okay, so another way that we could do this, if we let's say we reverted it back to how it was, so it was all wrong again. So let's just quickly delete these for a second. So I just want to show something off very quickly. So let's just quickly delete these 2 examples again. We'll load up dirt path again. We'll put the surface level back to flush with the dirt. Save it. We'll load up grass along. We'll raise the surface level up again, so it's floating above there. So now when we place them again, this will be sunk down. I'll just do 1 row for now, and then dirt path will be raised again. Okay, so another way that we could fix this without changing the surface level is that we could delete these, because you'd have to delete them anyway, but we would see that oh, this one's too low. So then what we could do is we could just go up 1 on the Z height bar on the right hand side. You see this bar here that affects the placement height on the grid. So now that's flush. That's corrected that issue. Same with the dirt path. We would delete the dirt path. Let's just do this half for a moment. You'd select this. You'd see, oh, that's raised too much. So I'd come down 1, down 2 in this case, because I already raised it up once for those. But now we've lowered it. Now it's flush, right? So you could do it that way as well. So then the question becomes, what's the benefit of surface level if you can already do the placement of tiles vertically with the options on the right here? The difference is that surface level will do it automatically on the tile. Okay, so you won't have to. The problem that I've got is every time I want to place grass, it's now. Let's have a look. You can see it's now not lining up. So I've now got to go back up in order to place grass. And then if I wanted to put dirt path down again, oh, that's not correct because that's now too high. So I've got to go down 1. So you can see how if you don't set your tiles up correctly, you could be constantly, changing your Z height constantly every time you want to place something. Okay. So if you set it up on the tile itself, like we did a moment ago, let's just put all this back. So delete those, go back into the dirt path model, fix the surface level. So up 1, so it sits on the top of the verge. Save that. Go to the grass long, lower it so it sits on the flat bottom. Save it. And now you don't have to change the height at all. We can paint grass in and it will be flush. We can choose grass long. It will be flush. Yeah, that's correct. I just get a bit thrown off by the fact that it's thinner, but you wouldn't notice that on the side anyway. And if we switch to path, it will be flush. So never once have I had to change this to do all of those things. So surface level just basically allows you to communicate which tiles should be lower or higher based on how they're related to tiles around them, without you having to constantly raise and lower the grid to do that yourself. For example, these stairs, okay, you might want to have a set of stairs that go down rather than go up like they normally do. So in order to have these stairs go down, one thing you could do is you could just click stairs and then go down 16, and then there's your set of stairs going down, right? Alternatively though, what we could do instead is create a set of stairs. Let's just delete these. Let's put, we'll create a set of stairs where the surface level, instead of being at the bottom of the stairs, is at the top of the stairs. Save it. And now whenever you place the stairs at level 0, they're already going down underneath the ground. Okay? So I'm at the same level. So I can paint grass around it. I can then delete a tile. Put stairs automatically going down. So surface level is really useful for just keeping things at the same height. It's like a convenience setting, basically. It keeps things at the same height. As it keeps your tile grid at the same height, but you can place things that are at different heights in relation to other tiles around them. Okay, almost like you're creating a tile set of different heights. Okay, this will surface level. Not only is it useful for convenience when placing tiles manually like this, but it's also invaluable for auto tiles, for the auto tile system, which we'll get to in the next video. But for now, that will wrap up this video on surface level. I just wanted to cover it very quickly just to explain what it actually is. It's not collision. So just to be clear, let's just go into a model again. This surface level here is not where the player is going to stand. It's just where it gets placed in relation to the other tiles around it. Okay, so that is the surface level. I hope that was clear. If you have any questions on surface level, if there's anything you've not understood or struggling with, feel free to post a message on the Discord. But for now, I'll wrap up this video. Thanks for watching.